Guys, gather around and listen, because this is like a unique video. I have a lot of unique stuff and perspectives that comes from my experiences. And of course, similarities as well, which is nice. So you know that, okay, multiple sources agree on this. This guy says it's coming from his experience. Maybe I can trust him. Maybe I can trust him. I'm going to try to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm going to try to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. But there's so much I want to show you. And there are like, how many videos are there about the chakras? Don't you want, you already got 1,000 of those. Let me give you something that's unique, you know, something new, a new perspective. Like, oh yeah, maybe I'll try that. And you're just going to progress. You're just going to progress so fast. You're going to get a Kundalini awakening. You're going to get Nirvana. You're going to get the awakenings. It's just going to astral project out of body while mopping the floors, while listening to me talking about it. You know, it's going to be amazing. Oh my God. Okay. So, let's start with the really advanced stuff first, which I would call no self. Right? Which is this shock you go through where there's bright white light. Many times when you enter a dream, especially if you do wake-induced lucid dreaming, you might pass through a white veil of light that temporarily erases your memory of who you are. Everything is just vibration and light. And then, after being kind of forgetting yourself, you're just tossed into the experience of a dream. And this goes into what we know about sensory deprivation, such as white room torture. You put someone in a white room and leave them there, they start hearing voices, for example. This we know. We also have floating tank, the Gansfeld effect. So this is something that we do naturally. When we are deprived of experience, we create our own experience. And then we wake up, and this is where we start our day. We start by waking up in bed. And if you're a very awakened person, if your mind is very awake and keen, you will also see hypnopompia because you're so much deeper. So when you're coming up back to this experience, you're seeing hypnopompia because you have to climb up. And there's also a longer time window to remember your dream. So you remember more of your dream. How can you get this power? Very simple, very simple. Learn to stay awake while very relaxed. Any self-hypnosis, any relaxing ASMR will do, but just try to go as deep as you can while still remaining aware. This kind of exercise will definitely help you get there, and it's one of the most powerful exercises. Now, after a while, you will not be able to remember any more dream, and this is in this room here, from waking up until you cannot remember your dream anymore, or sometimes you have a little astral projecting, or there are even people reporting this, that they have the same issue when they come back from being tossed out of their body in psychedelic ecstasy, that they come back and they can remember it, but the memory is not tied to the structure of the body, and so it is erased after a while. It's something that's mostly stored in, I guess, the soul. So you have to write it down in your journal before it expires, before the body takes over and shelters the soul so that you don't remember it anymore. And even then, it's still something you can recall, but you have to go deep down back into that, right? Now, furthermore, during the day, you will wait for the adenosine, the stuff that goes out of the brain that makes you feel kind of groggy, you will wait for that to leave the brain entirely before getting light and coffee. So this is like sun gazing. If you cannot do sun gazing, then you would get a SAD lamp. I use those. Those are legit. Those work. It's essentially sensory deprivation, but you're getting light. You're getting like if you blink your eyes really fast while doing that, you can see kaleidoscopic tunnel vision. And if you go even further, you can start separating the light into light and shadow. There are like shadowy blobs floating around. And the third stage of that is to take control and realize that the light and the shadow is you. And so you start arranging it with your intention until it becomes landscapes or video games, racing games. You can do that with the light. And then there will be a natural stop because you drank coffee, you took your supplements, lion's mane. When you're getting quality practice, you want to anchor that down in your structure with some lion's mane supplements. Maybe, not everybody. And that's something, if you take supplements like that, here you can do that, right? And then there's going to be a natural end because you're going to have to go to the bathroom and take a shit. And this is going to start you up for the next step of the morning ritual, which I will go through in a different video. And I will then be talking about a different type of meditation. So the main thing that you got here was remembering the experience when you come back to body. That's one skill that you will have to learn that. And the second skill, learn to master white light deprivation and try to come close to that state where it's okay that you don't really, it's okay that there's no self because you don't engage with it right now. For now, just so you pass over. You can recollect who you are once you're in a different experience, be it astral projecting, samadhi, the afterlife, just do that and also learn to identify with the light and actually accept it. That's also part of my identity. I'm not just Atman. I'm also the Anatman. I'm not just the self, I'm also the no self. I contain absolutely everything, and everything is not complete without nothing. And nothing is not complete without nothing, which is everything. And it's like that non-duality thing right there. And when you connect with the light, then you will be able to shape it and do that meditation. That's a little bit advanced, right? And we'll come back with more advanced stuff. But you can drink that coffee, yeah? You can get that SAD lamp therapy, right? That you can do. And you can take a coffee, then go take a big shit. That's healthy. That's good. That's like when you've gone to that toilet and purged, it's like getting rid of everything that's not useful. But that's the theme for the next video. Now I think we got enough. We're getting up on 10 minutes. I think we'll keep it short and sweet and to the point.